Okay, so why is this the best diet in the world? Again, it's not a diet. It's reasonable eating. It's a reasonable system for reasonable people that's reasonably easy. And what I've found in my experience of dealing with probably over 50,000 people in the last few years is that people don't fail to achieve their goals. They don't fail to achieve their goals at all. All they do is they fail to stick to their plan. They made a plan that was designed to achieve their goals and they failed to stick to their plan. And most of the time they failed to stick to the plan was because the plan itself was too hard. It just wasn't really sustainable. It wasn't achievable. It required too much willpower, and as a result it wasn't reasonable. So what happens is that people don't stick to it. I don't know. I've been working in this field for about 20 years and I've never met anyone who did every single thing in their plan, every single thing on a daily, on a weekly, on a monthly, on a yearly basis in their plan, but because they miscalculated their plan, they didn't achieve their goals. No, I don't find that at all. What I find is that people who made a reasonable plan, a sensible plan in theory, when they actually got down to the nitty-gritty of it, they didn't have enough willpower to see it through. So that just means that the plan itself wasn't reasonable for them. It just wasn't sustainable. They didn't have the self-discipline of the Olympic athlete who would do just about anything. And that's why when you look at these diets that work, the diets that work like Weight Watchers and all these things work for less than 5% of the population, less than 5% of the participants, because they work for people who will stick to the plan. The plan itself is generally unreasonable for the majority of the population. It involves too much change. It doesn't involve minimum amount of willpower. It involves probably maximum willpower, or certainly more willpower than they've got. More willpower than is available for them at their disposal. So what you want is you want a reasonable plan for reasonable people, and that's the whole concept of reasonable eating, and that's why it's the best diet in the world. It's a non-diet. It's just a simple system that involves minimum willpower. It's a reasonable plan. It's reasonable eating, and it works incredibly well.